Okay, so before we begin this episode, we would like to say that the only reason we're doing this is
so we could be
at the premiere of Sunrise on the Reaping.
So we're starting just under a year in advance.
Yes, but what's it called? Preparation.
Yeah, preparation. We're the prep team. Lionsgate.
This is for
Here
you.
we are.
We know that you're gonna need not recruiters. You're gonna need influencers in a year
to push your stuff.
Correct. So we're starting early because that's how much we care. Okay. So what?
Welcome
to
Thank you for your consideration.
Oh wait, the bow.
You got the bow.
Rachel's like did it better than
she did. She kind of,
but it's okay.
She did nice and theatrical.
I know.
Yeah,
maybe
we
at
ready.
the end,
we'll stand up and do it.
Okay,
standing in the back.
So let me get my notes because that was my winter arc notes and not my notes. This is not my notes on the podcast either. Sorry.
I guess I'll entertain. Today I've brought some light reading. The tribute guide and the first two books. I didn't bring Mockingjay because it wouldn't fit in my bag and I was in a rush. Here we have the original, not original, but like the classic covers. My Mockingjay is the third.
It's giving Borders. It's giving Borders 2011 or whenever it came out.
Safe and sound.
Oh, I didn't. I'm so glad we don't have to edit music in.
I'm gonna sing.
Where are my notes?
So there's actually no podcast. Now this little handy dandy. Look at this tribute guide.
We got the notes.
Huzzah.
Okay. So, we should probably introduce ourselves.
I'm just gonna try to block this.
Okay. So, this podcast episode is brought to you by, what did you say? Thirsting over Silka? Thirsting over Silka. So, truly, I saw Laura Marcus in the trailer.
Beautiful.
And I thought to myself, I can no longer contain my my love for the games and women. I mean, I'm dating women, but you know, I still thought to myself, I must Beautiful put it lady. Out. I must put it out there, and it's a podcast.
Yeah, it's a podcast.
And
sometimes you just have to talk.
You just need to talk. It out. You need to talk. Okay.
I love the Hunger Games. I've loved the Hunger Games since I was 9 years old. in the womb. 9 years old. I was a little late to the game because my mom took us to see the movie, thinking that it was a fun movie for tweens, not knowing what it was about. I was 9. We pulled up to the movie theater. It's going. I'm like, okay, period. Dystopia.
It's just rolling.
It's going. Rolling. And I'm 9. And then suddenly kids start killing each other. Kids start brutally murdering each other. And I go, Mom,
I love this.
Mom, we need to leave. And I left for about 15 minutes crying. And then I went, actually, that was great. That was amazing.
That was a stroke of genius.
And I said, put me back in, coach. Got back in. And then I left the movie theater saying that was my favorite movie of all time. It's the best thing I've ever seen. And then it became an obscene obsession. Bought all the books, read all the books. Had all of the Katniss Barbies. Of course.
I know, I just found out those existed.
I had a
They do exist.
They do exist. I had a life-size cardboard cutout of Katniss Everdeen in my room by my window. So people probably thought I was crazy.
It's okay.
But I'm Gemma.
That's okay. That was good. Yeah. That was great. I was just like so mesmerized by your introduction that I forgot I also have to introduce myself. So, I got here really differently. I feel like I read a lot when I was a kid, but then for some reason, this book just like, I would just memorize chapters. I'd be memorizing chapters of this book. It imprinted itself into my subconscious.
Imprinted on your daughter.
Imprinted on my I know this is not Twilight, but I was just thinking that as well. But I truly just feel like it has been a companion throughout all hard moments in life for me. And it's never ending. You could talk about it on and on and on, and there's always new clues and context, things that we're missing. Jennifer Lawrence, you know, She did a number. She did a number.
She did the damn thing.
She did the damn thing.
Wow.
And
all of the performances are just so amazing.
I know the performances of I will preface. I just want to say that my true belief in this world is that the first movie should have won an Oscar.
Oh yeah, it's genuinely like a fantastic piece of art.
Piece of art. Okay.
Like people be like, oh, they lump it. Oh my god, what pisses me off the most is people lump it in with the other like teen dystopia romances like Divergent and shit.
No.
This is not Divergent.
No.
Like
Divergent is trash.
Divergent is bad. Like it's bad, it's schlocky, it's bad, but it's fun. Like you like it. You know, you like it, it's fun, force hot. This is like genuine like
art.
Beautiful think pieces about how our world could be and how we're not far off from it.
Correct.
And that first movie, of course, Catching Fire is wow, spectacular, amazing, perfect movie. But people like will just be like, oh yeah, The Hunger Games, but no, like rewatch it.
The first movie is literally it was made with like such minimal CGI too, and it could stand alone. Like even if the title wasn't The Hunger Games, I think that movie, you know, we contextualize that movie now within the other three, but if that movie had bombed and the other two weren't made, that movie still would have been perfect because it's so innocent and obviously everyone's so young in that first kind of wave of pushing like becoming a universe or becoming a universe later on. So yeah,
it's also so earnest. Like it's serious.
Yes,
it's not like the other ones
it's
literally
so earnest.
They
it's
are
so earnest.
Romances. Like Divergent is like it thinks it has something to say, but it doesn't really. Like The Hunger Games has something to say, and you can tell in the movies how like serious Suzanne Collins was about like, no, I know what I want it to do. I want it to be serious. I want it to have the tone of the book. I want like to relay the message. Like it's not not a silly little dystopian romance. It's like a think piece about dystopia, but based on our world and how it could go.
And it's also just reflected, like, I think the other thing that comes to mind is just how much that's reflected in the first movie, truly of bringing together a cast of actors that were most of them unknowns, but then also reviving people's careers, like Woody Harrelson, Elizabeth Banks, just, you know, just pulling together these kind of really quietly powerful actors. Yeah. And then they just shone together. Because I think a lot of these people have been supporting, like, supporters of other kind of, like, you know, actors in their other roles. Anyway, okay. I know we're going to get, like, we're going to go down a path. So
we do have something written about our favorite scenes.
Yes,
like just like introduce.
Should we say like our favorite? Let's say our favorite scene in the first movie.
The first movie.
Okay. Before we get into our main.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite scenes is before the games. Of course, such a big popular scene is when Katniss and Peeta are talking, staring out the window on the roof. And he's basically just like, I wanna die me. I don't want the games to change me. Basically being like, I'm not gonna kill anyone. I'm not gonna play their game. I'm not gonna give the Capitol what they want. I know who I am, and I'm not gonna like the one thing that I have is my choices and how I act, and I'm not gonna let the Capitol influence that. Like I'm gonna keep my power. I'm gonna hold my power. I just think that's really like beautiful and thoughtful. Like, and I think it makes Katniss realize like I think she's just like, it's over. I'm dead. Whatever. Life goes on. Well.
Does it? Yeah.
And I think it's the first time she realizes, like, oh, like, they, I can take my power back.
Wow. That, I don't think you need me anymore. Like, that was gorgeous. I'm like, why am I about to cry? Yes. That's, wow. That analysis.
It's like the best scene.
Wow, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. That was really... I know. And everyone, like, kind of... Okay, anyway, I was going to say, I feel like everyone kind of shits on Josh Hutcherson. I'm like, that man...
He was amazing.
That man, like, outacted everybody. Sometimes even Katniss.
I think people are like, oh, he was a child actor, but, like, this was his first, like, serious adult role.
I think my favorite scene, what always comes to mind for me, because I saw it with my mom, was the scene where... Because this woman has, like, literally 4 lines in the movie, but she is so powerful. Katniss's mom, when Katniss is about to leave for the games... when they go to say bye to their families, and just how her mom comes in with Prim, and she's like, Jennifer Lawrence just delivers that like brutal, like, you have to be there for her, like you can't leave like you did. And I think that's when I was like, oh shit, like, no, like, this is serious. Like, not only is Jennifer Lawrence incredible, but like, just how adult this woman has, like, this girl has to be to just survive, like, beyond the games, like, even in her daily life, because you kind of realize, like, wait, she was also a mom, obviously
she was raising
her
sister,
and those scenes are really what I think makes this movie like Oscar worthy, like truly, like, it's not even, it's just the little touches of direction and stuff.
Wow, she, like, Jennifer Lawrence is amazing in this scene where she's like, mom, like, you can't go away again.
Yeah.
It did make me just think of the mom, reaping, going now from the Hunger Games, but better.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like, when you were talking about that, I was like, mom, reaping, going now.
We're leaving.
That's such a good scene.
But yeah, I think, so I think with that being said, with this really rambling introduction,
of course,
we hope you're still here.
We're just two gals who love the Hunger Games.
I know, this is just,
thank you, Suzanne.
Okay, SNL. Okay. We are going to introduce our theme for today.
Would you like to say the title?
I would love to. I came up with this, so I'm gonna toot my own horn for this. Thank you. It's crashing out over the careers. I'm gonna say that again, really slowly. Crashing out over the careers. Thank you. Think
about it.
I could not begin to describe how many minutes of my life I have spent thinking about Kato and Clove and Glimmer. These people are just like in my subconscious 24/7. I go to bed, I'm like, I wonder if like Kato, like, I don't know.
Does he have dreams?
Does he have a brother? Like,
is he the oldest?
Like, what's Clove's deal? Is she gay? Like, maybe she's gay? She could be. Like, she could be. Is Glimmer, like, does Glimmer have a twin called Sparkle? Like,
how does Glimmer feel about wearing that see-through dress?
How does she? That scene was deleted from the movie, so we don't know. But I just think this is such a rich topic of discussion that I really have not seen anyone else talk about.
No.
Weirdly.
Like, they are such an interesting part of this world, with also, like, not knowing too much about them or the way that they live.
It's crazy how much lore they have. Like, it's crazy how much Suzanne Collins has just, like, literally given us and then taken away. Like, it is so... We could fill in so many gaps.
Yep. There's so much we do not know. And, like, we don't know about their way of life and how different it is from the districts. Like, we know they're richer than, of course, the other districts. And by the careers, we're talking about 1, 2, and 4. And we know that they're richer and have a quote-unquote better way of life. But, like, what is their way of life? What's their day-to-day? Like, what do they do? What's different? Because we know about, obviously, so clearly about how District 12 operates, how the people live. We know the way of life. We know a lot about District 11. And, like, we have scenes of the other districts where we can theorize. We know a good amount about some of the other districts, but the careers are different, like, so different. Like, they're trained. Like, what does that mean? We want to know, like, what does the day in the life of a career look like? What is this training? Clearly, like, indoctrination and propaganda, they have, like, crazy, but it's just so interesting to have characters in a kids killing kids book that are, like, evil. Not like, I know. It's obviously not that simple, but, like, when you read it,
so many layers of evil.
Yeah. When you read it as a kid, it's like, those are the bad ones.
And you're so focused on the big, like, remember who the enemy was? You're so focused on this big layer of evil of Snow and the Capitol that when these characters are introduced that are these careers, it takes you so much more effort to understand that they are also evil, but so differently evil. And I think that, we're gonna split this discussion into kind of the careers from the Hunger Games, book 1 and the movie, and kind of the other career elements. I want to start by saying, like I said, this podcast, us doing this together was spurred on just by, like, the enthusiasm and, like, I think for the first time, real focus of the careers in the Sunrise on the Reaping trailer, specifically Silka. I think that they finally decided to give and kind of illustrate that these people and careers are almost equally as important as the protagonists. And I just think that it's about damn time. Like, it's about damn time we get more information about them. A question that I always have for Suzanne and for, you know, any of you that want to comment or talk, you know, feed into the discussion. Why does Silka use an axe if she's District 1? Is that any reference to Johanna Mason? Like, what is the correlation between axe and District 1? Because you do not see any of the other District 1 careers using an axe. I mean, Kato used a sword. I think Panache used a sword.
It was Marvel.
Marvel
Used a
spear. So
Glimmer used a bow.
Why the axe? Why the axe? And you know, did Suzanne, did you do this to give us kind of a more callback to Johanna, or that's really been on my mind. And with that, I think that's kind of what I wanted to say about Silka, but I think we have some really cool topics in discussion about just comparing career districts and what that means for their daily lives.
Yeah, I'm very interested and passionate about District 4 specifically, because I think District 4 it's different from 1 and 2. Like, even in the first books, like, it's mentioned as a career district, but they're not in the career alliance. In the career alliance is Districts 1, 2, and then they pick up Peeta, but that's just because they want to kill Katniss. But District 4 isn't mentioned in, like, the career pack. District 4 also doesn't seem to be trained in the same way. Like, Districts 1 and 2, it really seems like their way of life revolves around the games, like, to some degree, and that there is some degree of, like, intense indoctrination and training. But it seems like District 4 isn't a career district in the same sense. They just, like, happen to be lumped together because they have a lot of physical skills.
And they just go with it.
Yeah, and then which also raises the question to me, like, I mean, you were talking about the accent, like, Joanna, lumber, like, of course, they're also going to be good with axes and different kind of weapons, but they kind of just see them as tools that could be used for, like, killing other people. Why is District 4 specifically lumped in with the careers? I'm sure they have, like, strength from swimming. They have no knowledge of how to use tridents, how to sustain themselves with food. So I just think it's interesting that they're lumped in, and also because when you think about the past winners that we know of from these districts, only one of them really fits into, like, the career archetype, which is Finnick. Yeah. He was 14, and he was actually, like, he was killing bitches. Like, he had the trident, and
Finnick was excited to kill people.
He was like, I'm here, I might as well.
I might as well feast.
I might as well. Like, and he was a force to be reckoned with. Like, he was a career in that game. But then the other two winners that we know of and we, like, get to see on the page and on the screen are Mags and Annie. Both of which, I mean, Mags, we know less about her games. It was the 11th Hunger Games, the first Hunger Games that were, like they are now. And by now, I mean, like, in the canon of the 74th Hunger Games, where you have, like, the people betting, you have sponsors,
all the glam glitz, show running going on.
Yeah, so we don't know as much about her games, but, like, no offense to her, I can assume that she was less of a force to be reckoned with, because, I mean, it's like, that's kind of unfair to say, because she's, like, 80, but she's, like, making fishing hooks and stuff, which I'm sure maybe she survived off eating, like,
right.
But specifically Annie, like,
what did Annie do?
She only survived because she could swim, because the arena was flooded. Yeah. And everyone else, she was the person who was able to swim the longest because of District 4. But from what we heard, she was terrified. She was scared. She saw her district partner die in front of her and, like, just went through a psychotic break.
These are the mentors. Like, these are the mentors. So are they telling their... Obviously, I mean, I think everyone's going to be different, but are they telling them to become a career? Yeah. And that's the message, like, that's what we'd like to know. Like, what's the connection?
It's also, like, clearly, what I'm saying is, like, Max and Annie clearly didn't volunteer. And there, with the other careers, there's a culture of volunteering. Like, District 1 and District 2, people want to volunteer because they want to be in the games. There's glory in the games. It's what these kids, like, literally model the first, like, 18 years of their life over, is trying to train for these games, try to get into these games. But then, with District 4, I mean, Annie didn't volunteer, and nobody volunteered to take her place. Like, nobody's jumping at the gun to go in. So I just think it's interesting that full career District 4 is labeled as a career when it doesn't really feel like they're careers. They just happen to have strength and speed.
And so with that type of thinking, like, what like specifically about volunteering, like, how does no one, I don't think, like you've mentioned when we kind of discussed filming this, no one really mentions or talks about, like, how volunteering works. Because if everybody wants to volunteer, how do you, like, what are you, the best volunteer?
Yeah.
I mean,
like, you're the quickest?
Yeah, I know, because if everyone's hands going up. Yeah. So you mentioned that you think that there is kind of, like, a leaderboard, like, almost like in Divergent.
Literally.
I'm sorry.
Suzanne Collins, we don't mean it like that.
But there must be some ranking system, right?
Like
military style.
It has to be, especially for District 2. I mean, District 2 really is, in my mind, like, when you think of a career district and you think of a career, District 2 really encompasses kind of, I think, what the capital kind of tries to tell you a career is. Mm-hmm. Like, they are super strong. They're literally, like, taught to fight because most people from not most people, but most peacekeepers are actually citizens from District 2. So they need to be able to fight. They need to be able to, like, use weapons, be able to use brutal force on people. So clearly they're indoctrinated from a young age to, like, see the other districts.
They have rage. They have rage. I think there's a culture of rage in that, in their districts. Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, what does it say? It's masonry. Like, District 2, our nation would be nothing without District 2's superb stonework.
Right.
It builds and fortifies our cities, and its citizens are known individually for their strength. Like,
and then, like, one is luxury. That's another thing. Like, what are they doing? Like, what are they doing? What are they doing? Like, are they swinging from the chandelier?
What does that even mean? Like, craftsmen. Like, why is that a career? And I guess it comes back to, like, them
feels random.
It does feel random.
Like, well, you mentioned something really interesting about how nothing is really, like, there's theories that nothing is really random. Like, the way things are random. So, do you think that there's an element of, like, the careers are careers because they're told they're careers?
Yeah.
Like anybody could have been in career, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I think what's super, well, and that's why, like, Katniss is a career, basically. Like, she's trained her whole life for this without knowing, like,
that she has.
But
it's psychological. It's psychological.
But being a career really means, like, it's like a mindset. It really is like a mindset of, like, you see this as the Hunger Games to them is glory. To all the other districts, the Hunger Games is certain death. It's horrible. Like, to the careers, it's this mindset of, like, I'm going in and I'm going to kill people and I'm going to come out victorious and glorious. No one else, like, thinks about it like that. They don't want to go in victorious and glorious. They don't want to kill people. And I think another interesting thing specifically about...
Damn, she rhyming today.
About the districts is nothing's on accident. Like, the way that the Capitol...
intervenes.
Yeah. Like, the way the Capitol does the damn thing. Like, creates the society and, like, nothing's on purpose, by the way Suzanne writes. And if you look at the districts, of course, the richer ones, they're kind of almost in order of how rich they are, but District 5 is pretty rich as well. The ones that are actually the most important are the poorest, because they need that the most, and they want these people to be the most beaten down, because it's the most important stuff. Like, coal is literally what keeps the nation going. Like, without coal, you can't power anything. So you can't power, and then you can't have any heat. Like, that's what you need. Agriculture, that's what you need. Livestock, food, grain. Like, all of this stuff is the genuine necessities, and those are the poorest districts. Because they don't want them to know that they are the most important, like, parts that keep the society going. Right. They want to put them down. So I think
they could have easily been. I mean, Thresh is a career.
So I think,
is Thresh not a career?
Yeah,
Thresh is a career.
But I think that's why, like, 1, 2, and 4 are careers because they're not like put down in the same way because their whole point, like luxury is to make the unnecessary luxury goods. Like luxury goods are not a necessity, so they can put more money.
That's so smart.
They can be richer because, first of all, if they're creating luxury goods, they're gonna think of themselves as better. Like we are the luxury. We make the specialties.
That's so accurate.
So like these could be richer, and it doesn't matter.
It's almost like they're the consultants of our society. The consultants of our society.
It doesn't matter if
McKinsey,
they're richer.
we see you. We see you, McKinsey.
Yes. So I just thought that was interesting. I always see like people talking about that, like it's purposeful that the poorer districts are the more important districts. But
also, can we talk about District 6? What the heck is going on in District 6? Transportation.
Like, why is that not lumped into technology?
I know. We could go on and on about this.
It's interesting.
But I think what we really want to leave today and you with is these careers clearly have a rich inner world. Like, they're waking up every day and saying their affirmation. I don't know. Yeah. They're waking up and I think that they feel purpose. I think that that's what it is. Like, even as we've been talking about this, I think what really differentiates a career is that they feel like they have a bigger and better purpose in the society that they are in. Because they think that they are, not just, I think now that I'm speaking about it, it's not even just pride of winning the games. It's like, we are purposeful. We are, even if they die, now I'm like, even if they think that they're going to die, it was for a reason. It was for a reason.
They also, like, it seemingly have things to look forward to. Like, they live in a richer district. Although it's not like
Maslow's hierarchy. Yeah. It all comes back to Maslow's hierarchy. They have a better hierarchy.
Even in Mockingjay, like, you see more of District 2, and I mean they're not like super rich, like, but they're like middle class. The people live, it's pretty much described as like they live middle class, which is crazy because what we know of District 12 and District 11, like, they're living in beat down shacks. Like, they have such a different way of life, and their District 2 is comfortable, and they also, like what you were saying, they have something to look forward to. Like, a lot of District 2 citizens will become peacekeepers. Like,
and that's a set future.
That's a set future, a higher purpose.
Right.
Like, and we hear in a ballad about, like, obviously how that works and the peacekeepers and stuff, and to a capital citizen, becoming a peacekeeper is a step down, but clearly to a district citizen, becoming a peacekeeper is a step up, because now you're in level with some capital people. Like, you can even rise up the ranks. So they have, like, something to look forward to. Luxury. They are the richest district. I'm sure their way of life is pretty lit. Like, comparatively.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Like, they have more of a purpose. Like,
I think that if anything, like, we would just, like, whether it be the next movie or cast members being educated, or just other people like you that are interested in having discussions about this, I think that it would be really interesting to kind of brainstorm and tackle, like, what is the type of self-talk that's going on? What are the intricacies of, showing up to the games? And I know I think a lot of the careers are framed as kind of in their first and last moments. Like, we see Cato Club in their first moment of, like, this glory, brawn, and then their last moment of, like, wait, I'm human as well, and I'm going to die. I think it would be really interesting to understand what happens to get from here to here, and that kind of slow unraveling.
Especially Cato. Like, in the end, he realizes that he's also a tool of the capital. He has that speech on top of the cornucopia being like, we were lied to, like,
right,
this isn't all it's chalked up to be.
Ludwig,
Like, what made him have that realization? Like, obviously, killing kids is not cool, and you're gonna realize that. But, like, to realize how much of a pawn he's become, and to, like,
because they're having these lived, like, after the bloodbath, that does something to you. I don't care how much you've trained. Living through the bloodbath, like, and also, I will say, like, what is it that, like, why is it that the careers kind of, what makes them, you think, just absolutely go off on the bloodbath. Like,
I think it's genuinely that they don't see them as people. Like,
Yeah,
I really
they
think
must
that
not
they
see them as
take
people.
in the games portion of it. Like, especially, like, they're running around when we see them in the movie.
Yeah,
they're running
you're
around
right.
laughing. Like, they killed that girl from, I
Right.
don't remember whichever district, who did the fire. And
I
they're
know,
like,
that haunted me.
remember
That
how we
scene will haunt
literally,
me
like,
forever. That was scary.
You really got her, Kato. Like, they're chopping it up. Like, they're laughing
know.
about it. And I think probably
You're right. They
Kato,
don't see them as people. I think that they don't see them. They
I
don't
think-
see them as people.
probably a good, like, point that actually helped him to snap was his own district partner, Clove, dying. Like, that's someone he had
that's a person.
a
to
personal
him.
relationship with, like a friendship, whatever, someone that he was with the entire
Right.
games. And who knows that, like, if the theory that I have is true, where there's like some kind of training and maybe like a leaderboard, and that decides who gets to volunteer, like who gets the privilege of volunteering. Like, maybe they trained together, they probably went to school together, even though he's a little
that's
older.
Your classmate.
Yeah, like, that's someone that you grew up with, that's someone who you
Is now gone.
bonded with, have been staying in the same place with for the last couple of like week. You're on the train, you're in the
And do you
building.
think the one other thing that no one talks about is, what do you like after you win a game in your career and you're now a mentor, do you see your purpose as just it's continuing to obviously be a mentor, but not because of the amount of careers that have won, not all of them can be mentors.
Yeah, it's probably like you're
what
a mentor
happens
until
to you?
someone replaces you.
What happens to you? Like, do you kind of have that, like, I mean, the best way I could say is like D1 college athletes when they go and they're like, what do they do?
Now to transfer to another school. Like, that's such a good point. Like, they must have to cycle them out like every other games.
I know.
Like, oh, now the guy from District 12, the guy from District 1 won. Now you have to like switch out. You're no longer a mentor. Also, how big is their Victor Village?
I know, that's the other thing. Like, that's never described either. Where they all go? If they almost always win, then where are they all living?
That's also another thing we talked about. Like, if they almost always win, like, what is the entertainment value? If you go in and the people to watch are the careers. They win like 80% of the time.
Random, right?
Yeah, it makes it not random. You're gonna watch that pack, and then what? They're gonna do the same thing every time. They're gonna go in a pack, kill kids, and then they're gonna turn on each other. Like, brother, like, I guess that's why they had to start making like the actual arenas crazy and different and all that.
Right.
But like, there's been conversations in like the second book about arenas being boring, like the one with that was super cold and the guy ended up becoming a cannibal.
Oh my god, yeah, when you went crazy. Titus or something?
Yeah, Titus.
Wow,
and they were like, not only was he cannibal, that game was boring because everybody froze to death. Like, y'all are crazy. You really just want to watch people die.
Yes.
Because clearly it's not about who wins. Because if it was about who wins, then you'd want it to be more random.
You'd want it to be more interesting, too. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
We're just going.
That was a beautiful, just a great thought piece. I think that's all for today.
So, yeah, that's all for today.
That's all for today. I think that we have these big questions. We want to keep asking them. We have some really exciting topics we're going to talk about in the future.
Yeah. Also, if you have any topics that you'd like us to cover,
I know.
Shoot them off in the comments below.
You can leave them down below.
Yeah. Also, like, I will say we're not like 100% knowledgeable. Like, I reread the books this year.
We're just two girls that want to go to Sunrise on the Reaping premiere.
Literally, like, who are super passionate and love these books and love this story and love this world and love these characters. And if we get some stuff wrong, like, it's been fun.
It's been fun.
I just reread the books because after Sunrise on the Reaping came out, I was like, wow,
it's game time.
It's so good. And then
it's game time.
I had never finished A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes because I lost the book.
You can ship us a new one.
Yeah, well, I bought a new one actually, and it doesn't match.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh, why is the cover like green? All my other ones are black. But so I reread them all. Literally, like, I finished rereading them like a month or 2 months ago. So like it's pretty fresh in there, but
I know.
Wiki,
I'm refreshing the Wiki House. I'm refreshing. I read a lot online. I'm a big fan of the Tribute Diaries. If any of you have watched that, It's kind of like the tributes from the first movie get to film what the movie making process was like.
I had never heard of it. And she was
awesome.
like, I love the tribute diaries. And I was like, oh yes, the tribute guide. Like,
not
yes,
the
I know
guide.
what you're talking about.
The videos. We can link that below as well for you to watch. But I think that's been it for today.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure.
We just wanted to give it a little go.
It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure.
And
should we say our favorite characters? Like,
I know let's end with our favorite characters. And our biggest plea to Lionsgate, I think, like we said, is before they release this movie, I just think it's really important for Francis and the team to know that careers are important. We're interested in them. They make the stakes better and higher.
Mm-hmm. And they're like such an interesting think piece. Like, they are children who have
been children
as well. Like, they've just been completely indoctrinated. Like, they have been propagandized, their whole lives. And I think that makes such an interesting, like, not even villain, like, anti-hero, even though they're killing people. I know, like,
no, they are anti-hero. In their own right.
They're still, like, 12 to 18-year-old kids.
Don't skip out on the careers.
Yeah, they're interesting. They're, like, way deeper of a think piece, like, to what extent is this their fault? To what extent are they responsible for their own actions?
They're not stupid. And I've noticed that they, Susie, like, every interview is like, oh, this guy was meaty and stupid. I don't think they're stupid.
Mm-mm.
I don't think they're stupid. I think that, honestly, probably playing stupid is part of the strategy.
It's also, like, there's an interesting quote in the first book where it was, like, Katniss was, like, the actual biggest disadvantage is that they're so, like, well-fed.
Yeah, they don't know how to be hungry.
Yeah, they don't know how to be hungry. Like, Katniss specifically is prepared for hunting situations. She's prepared to starve. She's prepared for all of this. Clearly, the careers are not prepared for that. So, like, that's interesting. Like, you can train your whole life.
Are they playing stupid to get some more support, too? Like,
or do they just,
you know what I mean?
Were they not prepared for the hunger aspect, the real hunting aspect?
But they must know. I mean, that's, that makes sense.
Like, they're not stupid. They just know different things.
They do know different things.
They just know different
their
things.
brains are elsewhere.
Yeah.
So, who is your favorite character?
Well, of course, Katniss is my, like, genuine favorite character. She's just such an amazing character and an unreliable narrator. She'd literally be like, I'm bad at archery, and then Peeta's like, you literally you shoot them right through the eye.
You killed them.
You shoot, yeah. He literally said to Haymitch, like,
she's an unreliable narrator.
Yeah, she's so unreliable. You shoot the rabbits right through the eye every time, and she was like, yeah, exactly, I'm really bad.
Like, girl, where were you gonna shoot them? Their butt? Like,
what do you mean by that? But then I also, of course, I find a bunch of other characters super interesting. Like, Clove is fun. Like, I loved her as a kid. Like, that was my girl. Like,
Isabel Furman, I hope you can come on this podcast.
We love you. And of course, Haymitch is so interesting, and getting a book from his perspective was so, like, needed.
I know.
Like, everyone's wanted it for a while.
It made everything okay.
Yeah.
Obviously not because it was traumatic. Me too. Clove, definitely one of my favorite characters. Maisley. And
Brilliant.
I continue to say, I think Silka is one of my favorite characters. I do not know why I'm so drawn to her. I think that there is something really interesting about Silka. She is a really different career than Cato and Clove.
Yeah. I just thought of another one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Joanna. We did not get...
Of course.
That's one thing that annoys me. We did not get enough of Katniss and Joanna's relationship in the Mockingjay movie. In the Mockingjay book, they live together. Like, Katniss moves her room so that they can be together. And they have such,
they were roommates.
Yeah, and they were roommates. Like, it really is... it's so good. Like, at the beginning, Joanna literally resents her because everyone would do anything for her. Like...
I think Joanna thinks she's kind of, like... not turned into a career, but kind of gotten a big ego because of this.
But she doesn't, like, she realizes that, like, Katniss does not know what
that is the Peacekeepers coming. No, I'm kidding. It's our dogs.
The Katniss is, like, just as much a pawn in the game as anyone else. Like, she's not some too big for her britches, like, trying to lead everyone around and, like, really be the Mockingjay. She's the Mockingjay by
She's scared.
Katniss
is scared, too.
Yeah. I love Joanna.
I know. Joanna. We're gonna have, honestly, we're gonna have
steal you, Joanna.
We're gonna literally have a separate episode for Joanna.
Yeah.
If you thought
Joanna
that wasn't
Mason.
happening.
Thumbnail.
Jay.
Um,
Okay, Wicked Witch.
Flip it around.
Johanna Mason.
Joanna Mason.
That was beautiful. That's the clip
That's
there.
a time
That's
capsule.
the
We
clip
just
right
like dated when this was.
So without further ado,
Yeah, sorry.
what is our next episode about? Dun, 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 dun.
Joanna Mason. Maybe.
Should we end?
Yeah. So thank you.
Thank you for your consideration.
Bye.